when I was earlier in my journey, I was hoping that one day that girl will come to me and she will be approaching me, so therefore we can have a starting point. I was hoping that the business will somehow fall into me and everything will be all arranged. I was hoping that my relationships will be somehow good, and I was hoping that somehow problems will be solved. And so I need to talk to you about something which I've been going through throughout the last year. If you do not know me, my name is Z. I'm out here, guy, experimenting with self-growth, and throughout my last year I've been really got into the self-improvement exercises. I've been doing Nofap, semen retention. I've been meditating, monk mode, quitting social media, and all the good stuff. And so the biggest thing that changed to me with pushing myself every single day and not allowing myself to have days when I'm comfortable. So I've been just simply pushing myself every single day into a situation that is very uncomfortable. Something clicked inside of me. And the thing is that somehow I'm not afraid anymore, you know? Because I gotta tell you that before that, I got something deep inside of me. I would say it's kind of a fear against, me not being enough, this insecurity of, having to do something, and so on and so forth. And so if this sounds familiar to you, then hear me out. I still do have those things, but instead of me hoping that someday this thing will be good, I have belief. Brother. I don't hope anymore. I believe. Because I believe that this motherfucker is not quitting. I believe that with consistent effort towards that goal that I've been setting to myself, I'll be getting there. I believe that every single day when I'm putting on my running shoes, despite of how cold it might be, how windy it might be. By the way, I thought that, man, this was one of the worst winds ever. Like headwind. It was so horrible, bro. I cannot even describe it. If I horrible, man. It's it's challenging even to walk. Not to run. It's like, can you see? I guess you can because it's freaking wind. Anyways, every single day, instead of having hope that my condition will improve, I'm putting on the running shoes, and I do have belief. Because I know that every single day I've gone through that thing. And so, I know and I believe inside of myself that I'll be getting through that shit today too. And so, this is such a magical principle because, you believe me or not, this whole thing applies to my business and all of my crafts. So for example, 1 year ago, and let me just tell you this with music, for example. So about 2 years ago, I decided that I'd be taking the path of an entrepreneur, not a musician. I was producing music before. I was playing the guitar, I was singing, I was doing everything that has to do anything with music. And so I decided to go into entrepreneurship. And so I was struggling to keep on this habit of music because I didn't want to completely cut that thing out of my life. Obviously, I have some kind of a talent towards music. So I think that it would be a kind of a sin against myself, to cut it completely out. So therefore I decided that, okay, bro, here's the compromise. Here's the deal. You will be playing music little, half an hour every single day, but you will be fucking doing that every single day. I mean, no matter what the fucking hell will happen, no matter if you're tired, no matter if you're hungry, I don't give a fuck. You'll be getting that shit done. You'll be recording 3 pieces plus 1 rapping. It's like, I don't care, man. You have to get that thing done, brother. And you gotta clearly remember that I was struggling with this. You know, I was struggling with this because I had many days when I was eating, I was experimenting with Nofap too, but 1 meal a day. And so there were days when I was like challenged, like very challenged, because I was hungry and I felt like a piece of shit, you know, because like I was working all day long, I was sluggish, I felt hungry, like all these physical problems, and I was like, man, like I definitely do not have the mood for singing. And so I just built up this habit that after I start singing, I have my warm-up routine, and you know, I record one song, which is mostly a piece of shit. It's like shit as hell. After that, I'm recording a second one. After that, I'm doing my guitar. You know, I play a little, and so at this point, I'm about 15-20 minutes already in, and so I'm starting to get warmed up. It's the same with working out. And so after that, you know, it's like just good shit is just coming out of me. It's like I'm just recording them, I'm listening back to them, and I go, man, like this shit is good. You know, it's like this shit is good. And so what I wanted to come up with is that 1 year ago I was struggling with this thing. I was struggling with this thing because I didn't really have this belief behind it. I didn't really have this belief that, hey man, like I will start playing, and I know that I'm feeling shitty now, but I know consciously that after 10 minutes I'll be in it. I will have a completely different mood, because this is also changing my mood. You know, when you're playing music, it's like something is coming out of your soul. It's like a different kind of thing. And now I have belief. You know, that shit will happen anyways. I don't care. I might be fucking up my sleep. I don't care about it. Let's say that about 1 year ago, let's say, about like 10, 11 months ago, I realized that the processes that I do have in my business, and I'm talking about the simple ones, sending out an email, prospecting, signing contracts, data, you know, with Excel sheets, Google Sheets, excuse me. All the good stuff could be automatized with some simple Zapier solutions. And back then I was like, man, like, I was just planning these processes, and I had to figure out the actual automatization process behind it. And I had many days when I was also practicing 1 meal a day, and so I got to a place when I was like, man, like I'm so hungry, I cannot do this. And I was like, man, like I really have to get this shit done. And there were days when I was like, man, like I cannot do this. I was like, okay, stop. And so this thing, this belief, had been burned so deeply inside of my mind, I would say inside my brain circuits, that now I'm feeling that, man, like I'll be finishing that shit up anyways. Like I don't care. Like I cannot be so down or so low or any kind of a state that I wouldn't be finishing up those things. Because again, I have to believe that I can get that shit done. Because every single time when that sentence came up that you cannot do that, I've been pushing through that shit. And so now that I've been pushing through that shit, I just got to the point where I don't have hopes anymore. I don't have hopes that by the end of this year I will have 100k amount of business. I don't have hopes anymore. I have belief that I'll be picking up my phone and I'll be setting up 3 fucking appointments. Can you understand that? It's not hope anymore. It's fucking belief, bro. And this is the difference. And hope is nice, but hope is good, but will not get you there, brother. Will not get you there. And so, whether you believe it or not, the simple, easy things will build us, human beings, to reach a better version of ourselves. Little things, working out, being consistent, meditation, learning how to control your impulses, and this discipline, this mental stamina that's going through that shit no matter what. And so this is the thing, brother, that will be leading us to a higher state of mind, to a higher state of control, and we are in control. And I'm not saying anymore that, yeah man, you know, like I'm hoping that this business will be 100k a month business. I don't hope. I fucking believe. This is the wind, bro. I guess you're not hearing shit now. Yeah, this is the wind that I was running. Yeah. Yeah, yes. So, again, brothers, don't hope. Build up the inner strength and your track record for yourself, so therefore you can come from a state when you're like, I don't hope, I believe, I don't care. You know, like I'm clenching my teeth and I'm getting the shitty work done if necessary. I'm getting the shit done because I don't hope anymore. I believe. I have belief inside of myself. I have belief in my processes. I have belief in what I want to get to. And I know that now I might not be there, but I know that throughout consistent effort, and I would like to quote Alex Hormozy, one of my greatest inspirations out there. With this amount of effort, it would be unreasonable for me to suck after 10 years. Because guess what? If you're getting those goals done, if you're holding yourself back again from jacking off when you're thinking about Nofap, if you're sticking to that thing, if you're reading those 10 pages in that book every single day, then brother, I can assure that you will be getting there. And things will add up, maybe quicker than you think. And fuck hope, brother. Don't hope. Start believing, and belief will come from actual effort that you are putting in. So therefore, you have this confidence inside of yourself that I know that I'm feeling like a piece of shit, but I'm still getting that shit done because I know that, because I've been getting this shit done since throughout the last of 600 of 365 days. Sorry for this. So this is what I do believe can really lead us forward. Of my love, brothers.